Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been 2 weeks since we last chatted, and last time we talked I was lowering my calories from like 1760 to 1560, and I was gonna see if that worked for me, and let me tell you, it has. Since I last talked to you guys 2 weeks ago, I've lost 1.1 pounds. Now, I know you're thinking that, wow, that's a disappointing number, should be more. Well, I will let you know why that is not the case in just a moment. Let me just recap real quick. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy, VSG, which is a weight loss surgery, back in October of 2016 in Morristown, New Jersey. My high weight starting weight day of surgery was 265. I'm 5'8". I am now 34 years old. I'm from New Orleans, and I am now, again, living in New Orleans. In the first 14 months post-op, I lost 100 pounds. I reached my goal weight of 165. In the subsequent 2.5, 3 years, I kind of gained almost 40 pounds. Yeah, 40 pounds. So 9 weeks ago, I reached my highest regain number of 209. And in the last 9 weeks, I have been working to come back down. My happy weight is in the 170s, and so I am working diligently to get there. I'm super motivated. I feel great. I hope you're feeling great too. 2020 has been a weird year, hasn't it? I got kind of stuck in Mexico for the first 6 months of the year, and then we came back to New Orleans and just bought a house, and life has been pretty crazy. I feel like the year's just starting. I don't know. I feel like I'm just starting to get a handle on 2020 and it's almost over. Anyway, my goal here is to lose this weight in a sustainable way. No crash diets, no 800 calorie days. I want to do this in a healthy and sustainable way. So I started at like 1700 calories, just kind of based on a macro calculator I found online, very basic. And I'm looking to see what works for me. I kind of stalled or plateaued for like 4 weeks if you've been around watching. So I decided to step down my calories just by 200 and see how that went, and it has gone great. So for the last 2 weeks, for the most part, I've been at about 1550 calories, and if you want to follow me on my Fitness Pal, I do weigh and measure all of my food every day that I'm not eating out. So for the most part, everything is there. If you're interested, my diary is open, and the link to that is below if you want to take a look. But why didn't I lose more? Well, I chatted with you guys 2 weekends ago, and then that Monday, my mom was in the emergency room, and she was in the hospital for like 3 days. So she's okay now, and everything's fine. Thank you to those of you who knew that was happening and sent love and well wishes. I really appreciate it. She's okay now, but those were 3 wonky days, like right after I started this calorie reduction. And honestly, in the first like 2 or 3 days before she was in the hospital that I started the calorie reduction, I was down like 4 pounds. And I was so happy about it, and I was like in a groove and rocking and rolling. And then that happened, and I took the time off of work. I stayed with her in the hospital as much as I could, and we ate hospital food. I ate like bunless burgers from the cafeteria. But like when you don't know the ingredients, you're not weighing and measuring. You kind of eyeball things, and I'm sure I went over my 1550 calories, positive. So in those like 3 days, I gained like 2 pounds, and I lost it again, and then it was Labor Day, and we had a cookout at my in-laws, and then that was on the Sunday, and then on the Monday, on actual Labor Day, we had my brother-in-law, niece and nephew, and sister-in-law over, and we had our first grill at our house. In fact, they gave us a grill as a housewarming gift, which is just so kind, and I'm so excited to start grilling. But that day we did wings and burgers and sausage, and it was so good, and all keto. Like grilling and barbecues are super easy to do keto. I have Alterna Sweets barbecue sauce. Obviously, like blue cheese dressing and stuff like that is low carb, but I'm sure I went over my calories. So, it's been 2 weeks of like up and down. Like the days that I've been home, I've been totally on track. And I will say that the 1550 calories feels a bit of a restriction right now. My body has not adjusted. If I were just like eating intuitively, I would certainly be eating more. But eating intuitively for me means I'm morbidly obese. It means I'm 270 pounds. So we're not going with that. I'm following this plan. And I've actually been feeling really good, like super energized, satisfied, but like wanting more, especially in the evenings where you like sit down and watch TV or whatever, and I eat my dinner and then I want a snack, I want something. So my body is definitely still adjusting, but I'm not left hungry, so it's fine. And I do think it's actively a good place for me right now to be losing weight. So I'm gonna keep at it, as I've told you before, until I go like several weeks without losing weight, and then I'll adjust my calories again. But for now, I think this is a really, really good spot for me to be losing weight. So I feel fantastic about that. The other news is that I changed gyms. I think I had told you guys before that I was a member at my local YMCA, and they have an outdoor pool that in normal years stays open all summer, which in New Orleans is like March to November basically. But because of COVID rules and stuff like that, they've had reduced hours and reduced staff, and the hours have just become very limited such that I can't swim at all anymore. So that's a total bummer. I had to change gyms because I love swimming, you guys, and I wasn't able to swim at all anymore based on my old gym's hours. So just this week I joined a different gym, and I'm so excited. They have 2 indoor pools, 2 outdoor pools. I mean, you do have to make a reservation online, but there's like tons of availability, lots of hours. It's awesome. So, and this is the gym that has the step classes that I really like. So I feel like I'm finally getting back into my fitness groove. I'm not going to adjust my calories based on exercise just yet because I'm not working out like so hard that I think I need to eat more to like make up for it. I think it's fine for now. I'm not going to, I really want to do that weightlifting program that I told you guys I started several weeks back and then stopped because of the like extreme inflammation I was experiencing. Once I get under 200 pounds, I'm going to start that again. So I haven't forgotten about that. I do really want to do it, but I just want to lose a little more weight. Right now I'm sitting at like 206 and change. So that will be soon. But this new gym is fantastic, and I'm just so happy. I'm just like excited to go work out. And that is the feeling that you should have. If you don't, you are doing the wrong workout. You are in the wrong setting. I guarantee there's something for everybody. Some people like working out at a gym. Some people like being outside. Some people like being at home. Try different things until you find the thing that you love. Some people love weightlifting, running, cycling, playing tennis, playing basketball. It doesn't have to be like, an hour on the treadmill every day. To me, that's super boring. Some people like that. But, if you're stuck in some kind of workout situation, and it doesn't have to be like intense fitness, I like when people call it just like movement. If you're stuck in some movement situation that you don't love, try something else. Please, please, please try something else, because I guarantee there's something out there for everybody. And I'm in that spot again. In the previous gym, I was just so like frustrated all the time that I couldn't swim when I wanted to. So I'm in that mind space again where I'm just like excited to go, excited to wake up early, excited to like, it feels like me time, it feels like I'm doing something good for my body. Like the workout aspect is not for weight loss for me right now. It's just to feel good mentally and physically and emotionally. It's just, it ticks all those marks, So I hope you will keep looking until you find that thing for yourself. And I just wanted to address the I don't know. So like I said, over the last 2 weeks, I lost and gained. And I was thinking about should there be shame in that? And the answer is absolutely not. Like, if you have been in a place where you've lost some weight and then gained a little and then lost some more and gained a little, don't feel bad about that. Like, be proud of yourself for continuing to try. Be proud of yourself for not giving up. Be proud of yourself for not throwing in the towel, for not saying it is what it is. I'm just an obese person. If you are coming back fighting every time, that is something to be proud of. What do they say? Fall down 7 times, get back up 8. I am proud of myself for not giving in. There are all these little moments that you could just say there goes the day, there goes the week, there goes the month. there goes the year, my mom being in the hospital for 3 days, I could have just eaten like everything out of the vending machine. And it's like, oh, if I don't tell you guys, then they'll never know. Guess what? The body keeps score. Your body knows what you're eating, and you're going to feel like terrible. And, like physically, and that physical reaction has like a mental and emotional response too, like you're just not going to feel good. And then if you're like hiding it from people, then you're really not feeling good. It's if you get back, fall down 7 times, get back up 8. Like if, I ate on track, I ate keto, I just overate those couple of days. And when I got home from the hospital and I weighed myself, I was like, all that progress I had made is gone. I could have just said like, oh, well, I'm just going to eat whatever I want now. But I didn't, because I want to treat myself well. And like eating well and being at a healthy weight is a form of self-care. It's a form of self-respect. It's a form of self-love. It's a form of treating your body properly, like you care about yourself. And so I would say, if you're feeling some shame about having gained some weight, but then trying again to lose it, do not feel shame for trying again. Try again and try again and try again and get back on the saddle, because that is the bravest thing you can do, and that is the best thing you can do in terms of self-love and self-respect. So be proud of yourself. I am proud of myself for keeping at it. I'm only like 3 pounds down since this whole thing started 9 weeks ago. I should be frustrated. And I am, but I'm not, because like, I know I'm doing what's right, and I know I'm doing it in a good and healthy way. So I'm going to keep at it. And if you're in a similar situation, you should be proud of yourself as well. Yeah. End rant. What else? Oh, last thing to mention. I don't know if you can see this like blemishes on my face. So if you've been here for a while, a couple of years, you might remember that my skin has always been really clear. Like my whole life, I've been #blessed with very, very clear skin. Even when I was a teenager, I never ever had a lot of breakouts. Maybe once a month around my period, I would get like one big one somewhere, but I've never had this situation until about October of last year. It's been almost a year. I started having this like red spots on my cheeks, and it was kind of weird. And again, if you've been here for a while, you might remember that in October of last year, I started a 75 hard carnivore challenge. And it coincided with that, and I thought maybe it was because I was eating carnivore, and people said like, oh yeah, because you're not eating oxalates anymore, the body is like getting rid of these oxalates, like because I used to eat a lot of nuts and vegetables and now you're not. This is a result of oxalate dumping is what they called it. But then I got away from carnivore and went back to keto, went back to nuts, that's for sure, and some vegetables here and there. And this never really went away. And it's weird, like I haven't changed, in terms of like hormonal stuff, I haven't really changed birth control, my diet hasn't really changed. So I don't know what this is. So I went to a dermatologist last week, and he diagnosed it as keratosis pilaris, which is not acne, and it's not hormonal or diet related. It's like dead skin follicles stuck under the skin. Anyway, so he prescribed for me a prescription ointment, and to start using that Neutrogena yellow bar soap with just like a little washcloth exfoliant, and no moisturizers whatsoever, no sunscreen, no anything of any kind other than jojoba oil. So it's been like a week and a half, and I feel like it's getting worse, but he told me that would happen, and the prescription ointment like burns. It's not going great, but he prepared me for this. He said that's what it would be. So if you've noticed that my skin looks terrible today, that is why. He wants to see me again in 6 weeks, and he thinks that by the end of 6 weeks it will have cleared up. So I'll keep you posted on that too. I don't know, it's not really diet related, but I just thought I would mention it because I've become very self-conscious of my skin, and that's never ever been a concern for me before. But anyway, that is all for me this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I'm happy to chat with you guys in the comments. Thank you for always sticking with me, and I hope you're having a great week too. And if you are in a place where it feels like fall, I hope you enjoy it. Here in New Orleans, it absolutely still feels like summer, and I am not mad about it. I love summer weather. I'm a summer baby, so Yeah, it's definitely not pumpkin spice season here. It is still like citrusy season here. But I hope you're having a fantastic September. Oh, I'm going to the beach this coming weekend. Hopefully, if no hurricanes interfere with our plans, we're going to the beach this coming weekend. So again, I'm going to try to keep it keto, do my best to stick to my calories, but I will keep you posted, and I will talk to you soon.